Hi, my name is Radio, and I am a single father of two. I have actually a total of 6 biological, 5 girls, 1 son. After those first 4, after the first 3, I appeared on a show and had a DNA taken and found out that one was my daughter that was older than my daughter that I had. So that made my total of 4. And then I had 2 with my wife. That made 6. So I have 2 stepdaughters that my wife had. So, since a very young age. So those are my daughters as well. So this is my story about how my family departed, broke up, and how things have gotten, how rough it has been, and how I've overcome adversity, and how we're getting through the divorce, and the children are maintaining and their mental state and everything that goes along with it. So I hope you enjoy the show. We have single fathers that will be giving their statements about their experiences, and single mothers that will give us a hand with what we're up against, and with their experience of everything that they can offer us, in the Single Fathers Club. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you.
Are you about to go try something for my daddy?
You better respect my daddy, cause he ain't playing.
My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. If you love me unconditionally, yeah.
My children is my soul. It's tatted on my arm, and this is how it goes. It goes. Kate Shell, Kalia and Kamaya, DeMarcus and Kiera. That's why I'm inspired. That's my future, along with my wife. It makes it worth the fight. That's why I'm blessed with life. Us as brothers not getting enough credit for our fatherhood. So it's time for us to make a change and make it understood that it's all good. I sacrifice my life for my kids to have a meal. Man, that's so real, straight from the heart. No more spending time apart. It's time to do our part in our kids' life. Stand up and do what's right. Yeah, I know every dad feel this. Ain't nothing like your junior or your little princess. Watching them grow, sit down and get roll. Mold them right next, God to bless their soul.
Take care of me. My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. If you love me unconditionally. My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. If you love me unconditionally.
You may wonder what the blessings in life, but if God gives you the opportunity to see yourself twice in life.
Welcome to Single Fathers Club. My name is Radio, and today we have a guest, Alanna. Will you state your credentials? How you doing today?
Hey, I'm good. I'm Alanna Irvin. I have worked in the Tacoma School District for 20 years with kids with behavioral problems, stemming from single families, single fathers and mothers. It's a very, very difficult situation. These are needy children. To be a single parent is a very hard job. I've seen it for 20 years. Behavior in children that have single parents, I'm going to say moms that have walked out of their lives. The kids come to school and they just hold on to you for love. They need love. The father is trying the best that he can, but mothers don't understand when they walk out of their child's life, they have caused destruction.
Major damage.
Yes. These kids come to school and they may be at home acting a different way, but when they get to school, they let it all out. I'm going to tell you, they hit, they throw chairs, They cuss words I've never heard of. I'm not even going to tell y'all some of the stuff that I've heard. But I'm going to tell you, these children need love. I give fathers props that try to take on the damage that the mother has caused. Me as a teacher, I get it, and they want to hit me because they take it out on me because I'm a woman. You know, so they dislike that, you know, thinking, you know, you probably will do this too. But my thing is, what I do to them is I grab them and I hug them. I grab them and hug them. I wish I could take them home. Because I'm telling you, I've seen them. I've seen them break teachers' arms. I've seen them spit on you. I've seen them, look, I got dotted twice. Okay? But like I tell them, I give them no play. You're going to come in here and learn. Because if I don't teach them, who will? Yeah. I teach them what's right and what's wrong. Like I tell them, when you come in here, you in my house.
Have you seen noticeable changes in the way that the dads act? From before, you know, like you can, because you catch them a lot of times in transition, you know, when things are just starting to separate, and then when it, you know, you can tell how he acted then, and then when that break happens, the change starts. Right. It's hard at first because
it's really hard because not only is the child fighting it, the dad is fighting it too, because it's a new thing to him. All of a sudden, look what I got. She done told all these lies. You were seeing me on the weekends and da. Now you with me forever. You know what I'm saying? Now you with me forever. These are my rules. Sometimes the fathers get lost in these situations. You know, so all we do is try to support. If we support and you support, things begin to work. Yeah. You know, because I've seen some fathers that just want to throw up their hands, but let me tell you something. Sometimes you're going to have to cry with them. Okay, let me tell you. You're going to have to cry with them. You're going to have to break it down to them and just let them know. You have to let them know, here. I love you and I'm here.
I'm here. I pulled over in the rain.
Yes.
In the middle, on the Canyon Road.
You have to.
Pulled over in the rain and just held my kid.
You have to.
Held her while she cried.
Yeah, you have to.
She was so heartbroken. I was like, cars was passing by. Hey, mind your business.
But you got to do what you got to do. Let me tell you something. I sat down with them and just you know, just hold them. Just sit in the corner and hold them. These kids coming here, what happens is, they come into these behavioral classes and they're the smartest, excuse me, damn kids around. Okay? The smartest. Put them in another class, they'll out-whip everybody as far as work go. But somebody say something to them or something go wrong, first thing, the only thing they know because of the situation they've been in is attack. Is violence. That's what they know. Is violence. These parents need to learn. Quit talking to your kids like you're talking to your brother. Okay? Quit cussing at your kids.
There's levels to this ish.
Exactly. If your child is 2, you got to be 2. If your child is 10, you got to be 10. Okay? That's how you got to work this. Okay? These kids don't understand. Look, one thing I don't understand, some parents come up to the school and talk to the teacher. They talk like they talking on the street. Excuse me. Yeah. You can't do, how are you teaching your child? If your child is cussing, you can't holler at them because you cussing. You understand? I understand that. You know, I'll F you up, D or D. Wait a minute, you can't do that and then expect him to follow some direction. You can't do it.
That's real.
You can't do it.
I sure did. Was amazed when the teacher told me that that Sanaya came up with a plan. It was like they had a kid talking to the teacher while Sanaya had the kid choked up. And
Yeah.
I'm like, Sanaya did that?
Yeah.
He said, I was really surprised too. And the way they ran it, it was just crazy. And I was like, ooh, she's picking up strategies.
And that's what they do.
She's picking up how
They learn to manipulate.
And I was like, ooh.
That's what their lives have been. Manipulation.
Yep.
And that's what they have learned to live by. So I'm going to just bring it here. I'm going to bring it to the school. All that does is get him in trouble, get him kicked out of school, and then where do you go from there? You go home, play what's them Xbox and do all that stuff. Well, one rule we did have in school that I did appreciate is you not going. If I got to stay here with this, you won't stay here with me. It don't make no sense for you to go home. You not gonna get no happy day, and I'm here taking this. You know, you hitting up on me and cussing at me and throwing chairs and doing this. No, that's not gonna work. You gonna stay right here with me. You know, because it don't make any sense to send them home. Parents need to listen. You know, I'm not saying that the teacher's always right, because kids do make mistakes. But both of y'all need to make a plan to work together. It's hard being a single parent, mother or father. But fathers have it worse after the mom has walked out. Because kids, they just look up to their mom. Dad is just somebody to go to, you know, on the weekend.
It's sad the way it's been.
But yeah, that's how it's been.
I didn't have either parent, so it's like when
Yeah.
you're talking about the kid in the class and doing
Right.
all the throwing
Right.
and all that.
Yeah.
My whole family tell you that's him right there sitting in that chair.
It-
I used to throw chairs. I was mad. I wouldn't talk when they try and talk to me. I shut
let me
down.
tell you
I
something.
don't want to say nothing.
The reason I went into this is when I was in school, when I was in the 7th grade, I had .50. That means you ain't passing nothing.
I was there.
I couldn't read or write. When I was in high school, listen to this. I went to school for lunch and PE. Let me tell you something. I couldn't read or write. This almost brings tears to my eyes. I remember on graduation night, I'm slick. I got slick. Yeah, let's go. You know what I'm saying? My mom had her drinking problem, you know, all. And my mom said, you ain't going nowhere. You ain't did the school. I'm like, what? You was awake that enough to know that? She told me I couldn't go nowhere. That next day, I went and enrolled myself at TCC and got my high school diploma. Little did I know my principal had been following me. So then I went to him and I said, I want to work in the school district. Can you get me a job? He said no. And he didn't help me. But I was going to get in the district no matter what, because I had that same behavioral problem. I had that same mentality. You know, raising yourself. And that's what these kids are doing, raising themselves. Or raising, you know, their siblings. You know, being in charge of another sibling. You can't take care of yourself.
Yeah.
How can you do that?
So you have any advice that you can give a gentleman or a youngster? You know how young they have them now. That's just now becoming a single dad, or sees himself starting to happen, or even a single mom. It doesn't matter. You know, it's either single, and
I say
is doing it yourself.
In these situations, go to somebody that you can trust and talk to, preferably an elder. And sit down and let yourself out to that person and cry. Tell them you're having troubles. It takes a village. Yeah, D, you talk to me and Mr. Irvin all the time. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We give you what we can give you. Now, what you do with it is up to you. Yep. But we give you what we can give you.
Yeah.
And
hey, I can't lie. Mr. Irvin has told me, he said, well, that's all taken care of. You got Sanaya now. What you gonna do? And I'm like, man, I ain't having no more kids. And bam, here come Maurice. I looked at him, I said, man, I didn't listen. What can I say? I got, you know.
Yeah.
Now I just got to do it now. But now I have them both, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad I'm here.
Right.
I got them now.
You just have to follow that strict regime. You just have to follow it. You have to. You know what? People talk about, I'm not going to do what my mom and dad did. Yes, you are. Mm-hmm. I catch myself in the same thing. I do the same thing. Same thing my mom said, I'm saying. Okay? You got to look back and see it works. I'm not talking about spanking your kids, but sometimes you got to.
Yeah.
You know, talking is great. Okay? These parents today hitting their kids like you fighting the person on the street, that's not working.
It's a balance. If you have
It
to
is.
spank them, you need to let them understand and
Why?
talk to them.
Why you're doing
I set
it.
my kids down right next
Yes.
to me, and we're going to talk about it now.
Yes.
And then I say, we're turning the page now.
That's
Now we're
exactly.
going to see what this next chapter is going to be.
It is a new day. Let that go. Let's start anew.
There you know. Alanna, I appreciate you coming.
Oh, yeah.
and giving us your piece.
All right. You know I appreciate
Definitely.
it. I'm really glad that this is going down for the single fathers, and I hope all you guys out there will take adhesion and listen to this. You know, I'm not saying that I'm an expert at this, but at my job I did. I liked it. I loved it, and I was damn good at it. Okay, and I appreciated it.
Thank you.
All right. All right. D.
All right, you guys, tune in soon for the next show, or either another interview or episode. Thank you for stopping by and checking us out.
All right. Thanks for having me.
All you bastards don't try to step for my daddy.
You better respect my daddy, cause he ain't playing.
My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. My daddy takes care of me. If you love me unconditionally, yeah.
My children is my soul. It's tatted on my arm. And this is how it goes. It goes. K-Shell, Kalia and Kamaya, DeMarcus and Kiera. That's why I'm inspired. That's my future along with my wife. It makes it worth the fight. That's why I'm blessed with life. Us as brothers not getting enough credit for our fatherhood. So it's time for us to make a change and make it understood that it's all good. I sacrifice my life for my kids to have a meal. Man, that's so real, straight from the heart. No more spending time apart. It's time to do our part in our kids' life. Stand up and do what's right. Yeah, I know every dad feel this. Ain't nothing like your junior or your little princess. Watching them grow, sit down and grow. Mold them right next. God to bless they soul.
Take care of me.